Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. We're going to take our release day look at Edge of Eternities collector box sales data off of TCG Player in the whole extra extended 4 month pre-release period and out through and including release day. It sold 4,331 boxes on the platform at a total of 1,556,000. Yet another product selling over $1 million in cumulative spend before release. It is just becoming a common thing now. So that comes to an average price per box of $359 over the entire period. It was very interesting to watch the price action on Friday when I woke up about 6 a.m. Central and I looked at what the prices were. They were down in the 360s and I saw them get as low as about 340 at one point a little later that morning. And then by the end of the day, they had gotten back up to around $400. They had a little less intense price swinging yesterday, Saturday, but still ranged in about a $50 range over the course of the day. And now, as of Sunday, the price is kind of firmly set in at around $400. And so we should expect now that the sales volume will drop off in the coming days and the price movements per day should get smaller. So that's not really reflected here. This is a 7 day moving average plot at the top right, and it is going to take some time to begin reflecting what the price has settled at each day in terms of average sales. So the first thing we'll compare this to is, of course, Final Fantasy, just to get a read on that. And we see that Final Fantasy was about 2.6 times higher. So quite a bit more that Final Fantasy sold of collector boxes on pre-release on that cumulative spend. Of course, we love the cumulative spend metric because it really shows us how many dollars were the buyers willing to part with in order to get this stuff on TCG Player. And so it normalizes for box price and availability and all kinds of other things and just says how many dollars were buyers willing to shake out of their wallets in order to get this. So now we are going to add a couple more of the most recent standard expansion collector boxes. We'll add Tarkir, Aetherdrift, and Foundations. And you see all three of those come in like little fingers here below the blue line of Edge of Eternities. And so the yellow line is Tarkir, and that's what we really care about for the comparison is we've seen a step up from the green line of Foundations to the yellow line of Tarkir to the blue line of Edge of Eternities now. And then way, way, way above that, of course, the red line of Final Fantasy. We don't really expect anything to equal or exceed the performance of Final Fantasy for a while. I was thinking last night, trying to come up with what IPs could possibly do it, and I thought, you know what? You know what a great IP crossover for Magic would be? Pokemon. If you had Universes Beyond Magic the Gathering Pokemon, man, that would be the biggest IP crossover imaginable. So hopefully they're getting that going and we will have Magic the Gathering Pokemon at some point in the future. I think that would blow away all these numbers. Of course, we will take another look at Edge of Eternity's collector box sales data at 30 days post release and again 60 days post release. Subscribe so you don't miss those. And I will have the other videos on Edge of Eternity Playbox pre sales data coming out later today. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.